If I just worked on my purpose for a couple of weeks every single day, I know I would have felt so much better because that's where I'm at now. It is I, Tony fucking Lee. How's your morning going, guys? How is it? Tell me, let me know in the comments. So cringy. So cringy. I remember when I was like younger, around when I was 12 or 13, I used to go to church on Sundays. I went to a Korean church, and because it's a church, most of the kids my age, you know, they're raised with very strong religious values. They tend to be on the nicer side. You know, their parents probably made them do certain things, like, you know, force them to play the fucking flute or the saxophone, all that stereotypical bullshit. But I remember some kids, like, they were really good at playing the guitar. Some kids were just really athletic. They were really good at basketball and stuff like that. And I noticed, like, these kids, my age at 12 or 13, they just genuinely seemed a lot happier. Like, the kids who had something going for themselves outside of school and outside of church, like, they had hobbies they were actually interested in. They had natural interests they'd always just follow, and like good things seemed to happen around them. Like, it's like they almost exude positivity. They also attracted the right people and the right energy, and people wanted to be around these guys. And then there's me, just like in the corner, just fucking looking around, arms crossed. Like, at that point, I remember I was a very insecure kid, and I remember I was so insecure that I didn't even want to pursue my own hobbies. Like, I was always into acting and films and entertaining people, and I was so insecure about that because I thought it was just a little weird, a little zesty. I thought it was off the beaten path, and I never fully expressed that. You know, you hear the word purpose thrown around a lot, like, oh, follow your purpose. You must discover your purpose. You must do this one thing for the rest of your life, and your life is just gonna magically just be so much better. And it's very important to have direction in your life and have something that you work towards, but I think it's a lot deeper than that. Like, I think instinctively and naturally, we're all meant to have a purpose and work on something, not just for, you know, achieving your dreams or success or money, or of course achieving goals and dreams and money and whatever your current goal is, that should be aligned with your purpose. That's amazing. But what people don't realize, and what I realized myself, is like, humans are naturally meant to have a purpose. Like, look around us. Everything that humans have built started off as someone's initial purpose, an initial idea, initial spark, initial intrigue, a curiosity that they had. But I think it shows it's just in human nature, it's important for us to work on something, to follow something, to constantly show up every single day and just put in the reps, lay the bricks, improve slightly, fail, and then learn from your mistakes. Like, that process, I think that's so amazing, and it just shows how important it is for us to wake up knowing what we're going to be doing that day. It's important knowing what we're going to work on towards, or having a project that we're going to work towards, having specific goals that we want to align to, not for the end reason or for the sometimes superficial, sometimes, you know, very meaningful results. But it's not that. It's just humans gain satisfaction of working on something. We need to feel useful. Like, I'm sure the first person who created electricity, who was that, fucking Edison or some shit? Like, I'm sure he got so much shit, and he wanted to prove the doubters wrong, and that was his driving fuel. But he didn't realize throughout the whole process of, like, every day waking up, knowing what he had to do, knowing that he wanted to prove the haters wrong. Every time he improved by 1%, every time he figured out a mathematical equation that would lead to, like, the first flicker or spark in electricity, that gave him that little dopamine rush to keep going, and it made him feel useful and productive. That's where this all comes from. And it just makes so much sense now, because, like, if you're consistently working on something, your dreams, your purpose, whatever interests or hobbies or natural inclinations you have, you're gonna feel better and react better and exude a more positive, calm, confident energy and vibe. And the reason you feel like that is because that natural inclination, that purpose, that thing that you must work on every single day, the reason why we're born to create, when we do like an hour's work of that, we satisfy that itch, we get that little internal itch going, you know? Like, me filming this video, like, I know afterwards my day's gonna be so much better. And when you do your work and then you just go out and meet your friends, and when you go to church and you hang around with your church friends, or you go to work or you go to a social setting, you're just gonna be naturally more confident, bro. And you're gonna be your natural self as well, your natural personality. You don't have to think about too much, because you know that part of your life, the most important part of your life, of creating something, working towards something, that part of your life has been worked on for that day. And because you've done the most important thing in your life and you've already worked on it that day, suddenly you're subconsciously not worrying. Your anxiety levels also drop a little bit as well, because you know you can be content with the day. You can be so much happier with how the day is going to go, how social interaction is going to happen, how you approach other tasks in life, how you go to the gym, how you get on the trip. You're just going to be in a generally more bubbly vibe. And if you're feeling all these things where you're not anxious, you're not worried about, oh damn, like I needed to do this, oh damn, I really should be doing that, you're going to be just a lot more present in life. And that's so important. You know, you hear people like about journaling and meditation, like the whole purpose of journaling, meditation, being more reflective, you know, being more conscious of the sort of thoughts you're having. It's to be more present and to get a clearer mind. I honestly think it's just work on your purpose, bro. Work on it. Understand that if you just work on it that day, subconsciously, you know you've done everything you needed to do. So everything else is gonna feel like a breeze. Easy mode. Everything's easy, guys. I know, I'm looking fucking good, guys. I'm at the end of my bulk. Am I? And going back to that story of when I was at church, like, because I wasn't working on what I was truly interested in, because I wasn't pouring my energy, devoting my time into the things that I naturally loved, that naturally intrigued me, of course I was gonna be a little anxious. Of course I wasn't gonna be confident with how I moved. People ask you what your hobbies are. You can't even, like, tell them straight to their face what your hobbies are. I like to just watch movies and play video. No, I wanted to tell, like, I love storytelling. I love being a goofball. I love acting. I love entertaining people, doing weird shit. I couldn't even say that. And it's not even just about me being able to say that I do these things. It's just, if I'm not even working on the things I love, of course, in every sort of areas of my life, every single interaction I have, when I go out and try and do something else, of course, I'm gonna be at a lower vibration. I'm gonna be lower confidence. My anxiety's gonna be spiked up. And because I didn't allow myself to work on something that I truly loved every single day. I genuinely believe working on what you love every day, or whenever you can, it's gonna fix most of your problems. It's gonna fix your depression. I'm not saying like therapy or depression is not real. Like, of course, like depression's a real thing. I think therapy for certain people, it's gonna help, but like, I've gone through these phases in my life, not just when I was 12 years old, but in high school when I was after high school, I was really depressed and I felt lost. If I just worked on my purpose for a couple of weeks every single day, I know I would have felt so much better because that's where I'm at now. I'm here now in London, zero distractions, I don't know anyone, I came by myself. I have every reason to feel kind of weird and lonely and anxious, but like, I feel comfort and joy when I do this. And then after I finish recording, I know I want to go to the gym so much happier. I'm just gonna be sitting on the couch, just reading my book, just like, I feel good today. I don't even know why I feel good today, but it's because I worked on what I loved. It's super simple, and a common question that I might get from this is, okay, well, we understand purpose is essential, but it feels so hard to start. Bitch, of course it's gonna be hard to start. You haven't been doing it the past 20 years of your life. It was never meant to be easy. That's why it's purposeful. Shit that comes to you quick, short-term gratification, that's not purposeful. You get the rush instantly, you get the dopamine rush, but it's fake. It dissipates so soon. But me working towards this video, like, this is not even the full process of me doing my purpose. You know, I need to edit the video now, I need to watch it back, chop it up a little bit, then upload, create a thumbnail, find a good title. But just me working like 1/10 of the process of my purpose is gonna give me so much more gratification than me just fucking jacking off to fucking Pornhub. Like, what's gonna be more satisfying in the long run? This one, of course. You know, another one might be, I don't know what my purpose is, Tony. Like, okay, I get it, purpose, it's important, and I want to be working on something, but I don't know what my purpose is. And if I'm being quite honest with you, everyone has natural inclinations. Everyone has things around them that just naturally intrigues them. Everyone has things that they're naturally good at. You just don't want to accept it because you want to give yourself more excuses and tell yourself, oh, I'm just not good at anything. Like everyone else, like he's just fucking good at long jump. The other guy's he's really good at just rapping. He's very lyrical, creative as well. You're good at something too. You're just being hateful that you haven't been working on it. If you've been working on it like these other guys since you're a young kid every single day, not because you're thinking about the outcome, but just because you genuinely love it, of course you're gonna feel happier, and of course you're gonna feel good right now. So go find your purpose. Think back to the times when you were younger, when you're 5, 6, 7, 8, when you weren't obstructed by social inclinations. Like, just think about the things that naturally intrigued you. Maybe you liked going out to the beach and just like looking at like the little sea creatures in the water. Maybe you're supposed to be a marine biologist. Maybe you liked fishing. When you have like vague ideas, go try it out, man. Try it out for a few months. If you don't know what your purpose is, try the things that just you naturally like to do. Just try it. Give it a go. Just try. It's better than you just not doing anything and binge watching on YouTube and fucking jacking off. I know what that life is like. Trust me. That was me. People who have purpose are generally happier. We're meant to be working on something every single day and getting better at it and finding joy. And naturally, our lives are just gonna be so much happier and more content. We have nothing to prove because we've already done the thing that's most important to us.